Yo, what's going on, boys? Your Big Man 562 back with another video. So today I am going to be doing a face cam story time, and I've said this story before on a Rocket League video, but I'm going to be making it more length and more detail in this video, and you can enjoy the gameplay in the background. So yeah, without further ado, let's begin with today's story time. So this story time all is about how kids in my classroom cheated on tests, and my teacher thought I was one of them. I think you're going to enjoy this one. So this all took place on a Friday before we were going on to the weekend. And on this test, it was really hard math problems, and I knew I didn't do well. I'm not good at math. I don't think I will ever be good at math. I don't feel like a letter should be in math, but okay. So yeah, but there was a catch. There was a sub that day. So this substitute was here, and he was lazy. He was just on his phone entire class, sitting at teacher's desk. And I look around, and I see all these kids on their phones using photomath. If you know what photomath is, you can take a picture of a math problem and it'll give you the answer. I don't use it. I mean, I'm not a cheater, but yeah. So these kids, I'm not a snitch either, so it's like, whatever. So we do the test, and we head back to school Monday. Nothing happened. Tuesday didn't happen. Now, I have math first period, so every single morning, so I just go to math first period. So on this morning, Wednesday, I get up, do my regular routine, go to school, and I go up to the third floor, which is where the classroom is, and I walk in, and I look over on the board. He always has a message on the board, and it says, I'm going to make up a fake name for this teacher. I'm going to call him Mr. Grouch. So Mr. Grouch writes on the board, "You think I'm an idiot." And I look at that like, what could that mean? Now, this teacher always jokes, so I thought he was just joking with something. Well, I guess not now. So he writes on the board, "Mr. Garage, do you think I'm an idiot?" So I sit down, and he looks peeved. And he's like, I talk to him and say, "Good morning, Mr. Garage," and he's like, And I was like, okay then, something's actually wrong. So on this day, a bunch of students walked in. They didn't really notice the board. I was the only one that looked at it, I guess. A couple other kids did, but. And then I look in my grade in the grade book, and I see a 0 out of 18 on the quiz, and I was like, I did that bad. At first, it didn't click in. I just thought I did that bad. Like, so he sits there, and we do the national anthem. More Nats get through, and he's like, "Alright, so some of you may have noticed your grades in the grade book," Mr. Grouch says, "and I would like to make an announcement. Blah, blah, blah. These students cheated on the quiz." And I was like, haha. And then he says, "Luke cheated on the quiz," and I look at my friend who sits next to me, and I was like, "What? You saw me? I didn't cheat on the quiz." And they were like, "Yeah, I know you didn't." So I'm sitting there confused, like, what? Okay, so keep in mind, it was a lot of the bad kids that he were quote-unquote cheating, which I know which ones did cheat. He got most of them right, except for two. This one kid that I saw did not cheat, and me. So, yeah. So, the quote-unquote class clown, I'm going to make up the name for this kid called Jake. And Jake likes to be funny, but he's not funny. Like, he's one of those annoying kids that thinks he's funny. He's like, why would you guys cheat? And, you guys losers. Mr. Grouch is in such a bad mood. Normally, this is a joking teacher. This is a very joking teacher. And he sits there and says, "Go to the office right now and bring your things." And that's when we were like, okay. So Mr. Grouch, he was like all mad and all that. And then this is the words that come out of his mouth. Okay. Imagine this. He wasn't there, and he didn't know if you cheated. He just assumed that you got the problems right and you don't do well, then you're cheating. So he looks at the thing and says, if any of you do not tell me that you cheated by the end of the day that I said, you go to the office. And if you try to appeal to me that you didn't cheat, you also go to the office. So what do I do? Because he's basically saying, you either tell me you cheated and admit to it and like say you did, or you're going to the office and getting a referral. And I'm sitting here like, you didn't give me an option. Where's the option in that? Like, driving like there's no option. So I'm sitting here stressing about this because my grade dropped so much because of it. And I was like, I just have to say I cheated on a problem. So I go up to Mr. Grouch and I'm like, hey, I cheated on the last 2 problems. And he was like, thank you for your honesty and all that. You're not getting referral, but it says 0 and you can't redo the quiz. And I was like, great. So I go throughout the period of stress because I know my dad's going to be mad at me if he thinks I cheated on the test. And that's probably the funniest part of the story later. But yeah, so I go through the entire day just stressed and all that. And by the way, a couple of kids like tried to appeal to him. Those kids actually did cheat. The one kid that did not cheat also tried to appeal to him. He literally showed him he never had phone math downloaded on your phone. Like, I could show you real quick. Like, if you have an app that you've had before, it will show like the re-download symbol. But like, for example, I'm just gonna put up this random game. It would say like get. Like, it would say get if you haven't downloaded it before. And it said get for his phone math, which I know he didn't cheat. So I just got through the entire day stress. When I get home, I was so nervous. I tell my dad, my teacher assumed I cheated because I did well on the quiz. And my dad said, oh, heck no. Give me his number and give me everything. I will straighten him out. Don't worry. And I was like, I'm saved. I am saved. So my dad very calmly talked to the teacher, Mr. Grouch. I'm being sarcastic. He was like, hey, so why'd you say my son cheated when you weren't even there that day? And he was like, well, he did well in the quiz. So just because I normally do bad on quiz means you think I cheated because I did good. Lost my respect for this teacher. Really did. So my teacher kind of realizes how stupid it is, and my dad probably straightened him out because he sent 4 emails to my dad later that night saying, I'm sorry, I will let him redo the quiz. Probably because he would lose his job, but okay. So yeah, I redid the quiz. I got like a C on it, not too bad. But it was funny too because he just assumed I did bad because I did well on it. Like, he assumed I cheated because I did well on it. Sorry, I worded that wrong. But let me know what you think of this story down below. Can you relate to this? And let me know. But thank you so much for watching. I'm Bacon Man. And, as always,